What is going on, people? Day number 9 of the 31 Days Hath October series, which I'm doing on this channel, is upon us. For those of you who don't know what this is, it's my take on the 31 Days of Horror, 31 Days of Halloween, whatever have you. This is, where a whole bunch of people on YouTube are doing 31 horror movie reviews in 31 days. So that's a horror movie review for every day of the month of October. So if you're looking for horror movies to watch, everybody loves watching horror movies in October. Go ahead and not only check out this channel and all the the other days that I've done, but check out everybody else on YouTube that's doing some kind of 31 days for new ideas, maybe movies you've never heard of, maybe movies you forgot about. Some people watch the same movies every Halloween or season, which I do as well, but I'm always looking for new stuff. Anyway, today is day number 9. I call it the 31 Days Hath October. I do it a little bit different than everybody else. I try to do keywords, more independent titles, and I try to do them in alphabetical order. Sometimes it doesn't work, so I have to pivot. For those of you who haven't checked out the previous two, today is the last of the trilogy of Fear Street. That's a review I'm doing today, but before I get into that, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. If you enjoy this review, go ahead, give it a thumbs up at the end. Hit that bell button so you know when I do upload more stuff. This month, technically, you don't have to do it because I'll be doing a review every day. But for future reference, if you want to see unboxings and reviews and stuff like that, hit that bell button. Hit that like button, like I said. Comment in case, that you've seen these movies. If you haven't seen them, just comment, interact and stuff. It always helps out. And, of course, share. If, someone's looking for new movies, share these videos to them. Yeah. So, anyway, like I said, I've been doing the Fear Street trilogy. And the last one in that trilogy is Fear Street 1666. Again, it's directed by Leigh Janiak. It's written by GraziadeiLeigh, Leigh Janiak, and of course it's around the story of R.L. Stine, not his Goosebump books, but his Fear Street books. I think there's another series as well, so probably with the popularity of this, they might, make that series. Anyway, this one stars, let me get my phone right, it stars Kiana, Madeira, Ashley Zukerman, Gillian Jacobs, among many others. So, if you haven't checked out the previous 2 videos, or you haven't checked out the series, this is a series on Netflix that is like a backwards chronological type setting where it's around this town that's haunted by a witch of sorts, and in the first Fear Street, you get 1994 modern day slasher kind of deal. The second one was 1978, where they're at a camp and it's a slasher type movie. This one brings you back to 1666, and around you learn about the origins of the witch that's ruining Shadyside, I believe it's called, the town. You find out where this curse comes from, where it happens and stuff. This is, me, I'm not much of a time PC guy. Like, the witch and stuff bored me. I don't know why, just not my style. And especially, times from like the 1600s and stuff, really it's hard for me to keep my attention. But this one definitely did. This one, like I said, you find out what goes on again around this time. Witchcraft. If you were considered a witch, then you were enemy number 1. So this town starts getting riddled by some bad luck. The preacher starts going crazy. The thing I was saying too about the other Fear Streets is the gore that are in them are crazy. There's this one scene where the preacher takes the kids into the church, locks themselves in, and just the stuff that happens in that situation, I'm like, this is crazy. So anyway, throughout this movie, this part of it, you learn what goes on, why the town is cursed. Again, I'm not going to go way too deep into it, but you find out what it wraps around the whole story kind of deal. So you learn about what goes on and what happens. The part of this, like towards the end, of course, it's no twist or anything, but I wasn't expecting it. that's all I'll go with that. I don't want to give anything away again. But you find out, and it kind of wraps up everything of what goes on and why is it going on and stuff like that. Like I said, with all these Fear Streets, if you're into, you know, goriness and stuff, it's not missed by any of them. Each one has their, like, top kills or top, you know, death scenes and stuff. This one, like I said, that one scene in the church definitely caught my, you know, I was like, okay, well, that's crazy. But just an overall series, an overall trilogy, they all do their parts. Each one's a little bit different from each other, and, you know, it's probably the best, if you would call it trilogy or series or whatever you want to call it, that I've seen in a long time. I was sitting there every Friday. Once I knew, you know, every Friday a new one got released, I was there. So this, if you haven't seen it so far, I can't talk highly enough about it because I dug it. I know a whole bunch of people did. You know, there are some naysayers, but that's what you get with some movies. But I'd say if you haven't seen any of the three, you know, definitely watch them. And again, it goes in backwards chronological, so you have to watch 94, 78, and then 1966, or 1666, should I say, to understand what's going on in each. But definitely go ahead and check it out. For all the reviews that I've done, or I always do, like I said, I'll leave the IMDb page, the write-up. I'll leave the trailer for the movie, so you can check that out. Usually I'll, you know, give a link to where you can purchase the movie. I got this in this box set from Stinky Tuna, which is hard to get into. So there's really no physical media, but I'm 95% sure. Haven't checked on it, but still sure it's on Netflix. And yeah, in the description, like I said, just check everything there. Not only will I leave the links to all my other social media pages, I got a Twitter, which I hardly ever use. I got a Facebook fan page. I got an Instagram where I show off the movies behind me. I have a TikTok where I do reviews and stuff. I just hit 5,000 followers on there. I have a giveaway for, well, you're going to have to go and check to see what I'm giving away on there. But I have a TikTok. I'm also part of the Wicked Horror Show podcast, live and audio. Well, it's the same thing. We just take the audio. Anyway, this Tuesday we're having a director from the movie streaming, which has a whole bunch of horror icons in it. So check us out live on Tuesday night. You can ask questions, follow along. It's the video part of it, and then that we take the audio from that show and we make it the audio side of the podcast. So check out the Wicked Horror Show. And check out, also in the description, I'll leave the links to everybody else who's doing some kind of 31 days. Like I said, if you've seen the Fear Streets before, if you've seen the other movies that I've done so far for the month, then you can go to the 13th Wolfman, or retro horror, random horror, or retro throwback, super retro throwback reviews, or Torch the Fennekin, or there's so many people. I have the links to their page. You can check them out. Like I said, you're always looking for new horror, maybe not, but if you're looking for new horror movies, the best way to do it is check everybody's reviews. Like I said, maybe it's movies you never heard of, maybe it's movies you forgot about and you want to rewatch them and stuff. So check out everybody who's doing the 31 days, check out the Fear Street series, and check out the rest of the, you know, days moving along. Like I said, it's day number 9, so we got a whole bunch left, a third of the month left. Long month, but fun month. And yeah, so just check the description for everything I talk about. Like I said, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this review, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more or want to know when I upload more stuff, hit that bell button, comment, and share. And I guess until tomorrow, I'll see you guys.